Welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want.
Whatever we want.
Yeah, there we go. We got Ed Park today.
What's up?
Ed Park, how do we know you?
David used to share an office space with you guys downtown, and I was shooting with David then, and I was coming around, and at the time when you guys saw me, I was about 100 pounds heavier.
And you did the ball handles video with David.
No, that wasn't me.
Okay. You did the Nike. No, I thought you did another one.
No, I didn't.
The first one you did was really well edited.
I don't know, dude. It wasn't one of those Nike commercials. Sorry, that wasn't me.
But you did the Kim Jong-il, right?
I did Kim Jong-il.
Oh, okay.
Most of his, not his commercial spoofs, I did a lot of his short skits. And so I saw you guys around that space, and I was...
Yeah, you're like half the person that I used to know.
Yeah. It's crazy. You're like unrecognizable.
Yeah, I was about 240 some pounds.
240? Wait, are we like the same height?
Yeah, I'm 5'8".
240, how much do you weigh now?
I'm 145.
Wow.
Whoa, you're skinnier than me!
That's crazy.
Wait, you lost 100 pounds.
You lost the whole knee.
Yeah.
100 pounds, dude.
Yeah, dude.
How did you do it?
Yeah, and how long did it take for like your journey to be 100 pounds?
And is coke or meth better for losing weight?
I'll get to that part.
I think the real question is, did you feel like your dick got bigger?
Fuck yeah.
That's the truth. If anyone
Really?
needs an excuse to lose weight, is that your dick will get bigger.
Or is it because you can see it?
I can see it, and I'm very satisfied with it. Like when you're like kind of insecure about that, and then you lose weight. It's like the Easter Island heads. They found out they actually go down deeper. And they're pretty tall.
Yeah, because if this is your dick, right? And like, let's say this is your legs. Your dick doesn't look as big, but if your legs were like, you're like, fuck, my dick's longer than my leg. Holy shit.
So, yeah.
My friend, she's a chubby chaser, and then but she's like, the only thing I hate is like when they sit down and I give a blowjob, I have to lift their head.
Damn.
They like rest it on their head, the belly on their head.
Wow, that's powerful imagery.
Gotta fucking suck dick like this. Doing a fucking up block.
Like you're in a cave.
Wow.
You got any one of those lights?
I know.
But I think it really started, I think I mentioned it earlier, I think we were all together to watch UFC 200.
Which who was fighting?
Damn, you remember the number?
Yeah,
And
I
who
mean,
was
because it was 200, right? It was special.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I
Where were we
remember.
at?
We were at Lacey at Dan's studio.
Oh, okay, I remember.
I think
Yeah.
With the dogs running around constantly.
Oh, yeah.
The fight never came up. Like something happened, but
Didn't end up watching anything.
We didn't end up watching, so we pulled up some old UFC fights, and we were watching. And I was standing next to Bart, and I'm this fat dude, and I'm like, Bart, if you were fighting in the UFC, which weight would you fight in? And you said, like, featherweight, 145. And then I was like, no way, man. No way. You can get to 145. Meanwhile, I'm this fat, like 240.
Yeah.
And then you gave me this death look, like in my eye, like straight up, just like, yes, I can. You were like, how
You motivated him?
I don't know.
You were like, how dare you?
Wait, was he fat at that time?
No.
Okay.
So
I mean,
Bart
he's
is
just
the
a big,
beginning of the
solid guy.
genesis of this whole like
And-
transformation for you.
I felt like, oh shit, this guy's gonna kick my ass, right? But,
What? What in the
What
world?
are you doing, Bart?
but really,
I was probably just staring at the dogs running around.
the reality was that it actually gave me a reality check, because I was like, how can I not believe that Bart can lose weight when I'm this big? And I looked around, just kind of pointed the finger at myself, or looked myself in the mirror, so to say, and was just like, I don't even believe I can be that size when we're like the same height,
Yeah.
a little shorter, but I was just way heavier than you, full of fat. And so, I don't know, I just kind of started.
But you started when you went, so Ed, you were here in LA,
Yeah.
and then you went back to your hometown to run your family store, right?
Yeah.
Was it a gas station or something? Yeah. And then that's when you lost weight. So what happened there?
Well, I started learning about fasting about right after that.
Oh, so right after that, you went back to Seattle, huh?
So that was 2015, I think.
Oh, wow.
And then in 2016, I went back home. By that time, as I was just learning like fasting and intermittent fasting, I'd lost 70 pounds at that point.
So that night you go home and that decision is made.
It's just like, yeah, I have to believe in myself.
That's crazy.
I gotta fucking do something about it. Like, so thank you, Bart. Seriously.
Life coach,
Just-
fitness coach here.
Just the way you
Unexpected.
motivated me with that
With the fear?
Asian parent death stare. Like, what did you say?
That's incredible.
Bart says he can do something. I really do believe him.
Yep. Same.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking do the next SpaceX. I'd be like, okay, Bart, but I do believe you, but Jesus.
You know why? I think it's because his natural is probably 145,
It could, yeah.
but this is like it's built.
Well, how much do you weigh now?
Like 199.
And this is you cutting down already too, right?
Yeah.
Like if he didn't work out, is what I'm saying. Like he'd probably stay a skinny dude.
Yeah, like in high school, I was like 120-ish, 110-ish.
So that's why it was believable, because people that meet him afterwards is like, yo, dude, no way.
Yeah, I think the last time I was this weight was in 6th grade.
So when did you become overweight?
Probably around 5th grade and on, I would just slowly just gain weight, and then summertime comes, you fluctuate, you lose weight, and you gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, and then just over the decades, I just got really big.
And then it kind of becomes a part of your identity too, I feel like. You're like, oh, I'm just the big guy, and then you just like want to eat and...
I mean, I never thought I was ugly.
That's good.
Yeah, I was still pretty happy with myself. Mostly, I think that was the relationship me and David had. It was like two fat guys that are confident in ourselves.
That's tight. Yeah.
You guys are very jolly, chubby dudes.
Did he feel like you left him behind? He was like,
Oh,
motherfucker,
yeah.
we're supposed to be fat together, dude. What the hell?
Well, so I moved back home, and you know how it is, like you move home and you kind of get this weird travel depression or something. I gained back like 25 pounds.
When you went back to Washington?
So you lost some weight in LA. You
Yeah.
go to Washington, gained it back. a
Gained
little
it back,
bit.
and then I was like, here we go again, that cycle of fluctuation. Oh, I lose weight, and then
Food is so damn tasty, man.
exactly. So
Damn.
I was at AFC championship game at my friend's house, and we just ate a bunch of food. And I just remember, like, I could feel my skin splitting.
What? Like you feel like the fat growing?
I feel like I feel this skin stretching on my body.
You mean like you ate so much that it expanded?
Yeah, like I have stretch marks everywhere, you know?
That's Buffalo Wild Wings, man. That shit.
I literally, that following Monday was just like, I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat today. And then the next day I was like,
Well, how long did you give yourself to like fast? Like, what was your
This-
fasting technique?
usually before it was just don't eat after 8 p.m. And that was it.
Yeah.
And then just that alone helped me lose
Yeah.
a shit ton of
Really?
weight. Yeah.
Did you change what you were eating?
Well, that's what the part I get to. After that Monday, I don't eat. I wake up Tuesday, I don't feel like eating. I'm not gonna eat again.
What the
How big were you at this point?
I was about 220.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because on fasting, I've heard that bigger people have energy, like the fat.
There's a lot of reserve.
Yeah, it's
So
all there.
there's a guy that went 30 days without.
What? I thought you could die.
Yeah, the record. There's a documentary on a guy who did it for 59 days.
Yeah.
The world record is like 400 days for this
Yeah.
guy who was like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
You have the mind of steel, dude. I can't even barely skip one meal.
I thought you were the type to have this kind of mindset.
When it comes to
He
food,
gets hangry.
if I went to jail, I'll be the kind of guy that stuffs food in my ass so I could eat it later.
Well, I'll tell you, like, by Wednesday, I was feeling like shit. Not like the energy was leaving me.
Third day, right? Everyone says third day.
Yeah, the third day was hurting, but then I don't know why. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna eat today either. I wasn't planning on not eating for this long, but I felt like I knew this. There's so much fat in me. This is all energy, right?
Yeah.
It's all supposed to burn. I didn't actually look it up. I just kind of had this 1+1 mindset.
I mean, thank God you were right, because I was always afraid to not eat for a day because I thought I was gonna die.
Same.
Yeah.
I thought not eating for a day is like cruel starvation kind of thing. But
Like so many religions do it. Like during Ramadan and all that, they intermittent fast.
so as I was fasting during this time, I'm like running my store and going back and forth, and I'm just drinking a shit ton of smart water. And in the meantime too, I'm Googling like benefits of fasting, and I'm finding out all this great information. So I'm like, I'll do it one more day. And on the 5th day, I finally decided, okay, well, how do I break this fast? Right? I haven't been eating my.
KFC's the only way.
I mean, I didn't want to get sick or hurt and whatever, right? But I feel like you eat KFC after a 5-day fast, you might
Diarrhea
Yeah, shit
central.
your
inside
pants.
out. Yeah.
It's like, what's the point?
You'll turn into fried chicken.
Exactly. It just comes out the exact same way. There's no stomach acid. That's bullshit, by the way. Don't quote me on that. But
Hey guys, today's video is brought to you by Audible.
And on Audible, you can find all kinds of audiobooks, and that really helps me because I live 30 minutes away from the JK office and 40 minutes away from the gym pretty much. So when I'm driving, I'm like bored of all the music that I hear on the radio all the time. So recently I've been listening to an audiobook called How to Win Friends and Influence People. by Dale
I'm on
Carnegie.
that one right now.
Man, I really like it because it's the title's kind of misleading because I think they wrote it in the 50s or something. So it's not like how to like, ooh, I'm gonna control you, but it's more about like how to understand what motivates people so you can kind of be a better communicator and better leader. And you know, like since I'm like a leader in 2 companies, I want to be able to talk to people better and how to like help people motivate people and like how to pretty much like be able to communicate my thoughts without hurting people's feelings and know where
Yeah.
people are coming from. So I've been really liking this book because it pretty much, I've timed it where if I do like 4 trips, that's a chapter. So
Oh,
I could
shoot.
almost, based on my commute,
Yeah.
I could almost kind of like calculate when I'm gonna finish each book that I read.
And I like to do it while I'm driving too because I feel productive while I'm on the road. And then when I get out of the car, it's still fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
And I can practice whatever I learned. But what's cool is that Audible doesn't only have books and audiobooks on there. There's like podcasts, there's comedy, they have like Audible originals. They just have super amounts of content. So it's super awesome. Go check it out. Visit audible.com/offtherecord or text off the record to 500-500. That's audible.com/offtherecord or go ahead and text off the record to 500-500.
as I was Googling it, I found out that keto and fasting go hand in hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's keto again?
Fat. 70% fat macros.
Really?
Yeah, so I broke my fast with cheese. And I started, I had like I read about coconut oil, so I had a scoop of that.
Yeah.
And
Peanut butter?
No.
Because there's sugar in there, right?
Sugar.
Sugar.
So
Got it.
after that, I was like on a mission to never have sugar again.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Dude, isn't it crazy? I cut sugar out for a month. And it's I cut sugar and coffee at the same time.
Yikes, how much did that hurt?
I felt like I was on a period. But then after the 3rd or 4th day, it was
You know what
done.
that feels like,
Yeah.
for sure.
He would. He's done research actually.
Yep.
It's probably undecisive, you know?
Feel like $1 million. Yeah.
Stomach cramps.
He changed his mind a lot.
Yep. Started complaining.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've always been on your period.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
So when you ate the cheese, did it feel like this is the energy your body needed? Did it feel like food coma-ish, or did it feel heavy, or like?
So these days now, when I break extended fasts, like, and I have MCT oil or coconut oil, just like a tablespoon, and then I have some pork belly, which is like great fat to protein keto ratio, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like this fucking turning, like energy going through my veins,
Yeah.
into my
Whoa.
brain, like through my heart, and like I feel like I can do anything.
Like Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, I just feel
Ron Jeremy?
Down the fuck!
The craziest part of fasting that I experienced was the calmness in the mood. I was mind blown,
And
I
then
was
you
like,
start
what the
understanding monks and
Yeah.
all these religious people.
And I feel like food is probably the leading factor of stress, anxiety, panic attacks, and so many other things. Because I was like, what the fuck? I feel like a baby that's being cradled right now. I'm so like floaty.
For me, what I learned, it was actually my sugar addiction. Like sugar is a narcotic. That's what I mean. Because
it's the legal drug.
it is.
But it's so good.
It's delicious, right? But look at the long-term effects on people. Look at what happens to you if you don't have sugar for a day. Like you feel all shit.
And that's what I was telling people about what hangriness is, because I don't get hangry no more, and I used to.
Right.
But it's that sudden, because you have the dependency to glucose, right? So your body's like, I need glucose to fucking energy, and then it depletes, and it's not used to getting into ketosis, which is burning the fat. So it's like, I need energy, go eat now. Yeah, and that's crazy.
That's when similar to people on drugs. going through withdrawal, the anxiety.
We're withdrawing every day.
That's what hangry is. It's sugar withdrawals.
Do you eat fruits at all or no?
Nope. I don't even eat onions.
There's too much sugar in onions?
Really cut out sugar that hardcore?
Like
Wow.
zero sugar. I was like,
I can't
this is
do
the
that.
way I have to
I love
do it.
drinking.
Wait, so what's your diet now? So it's like pork belly, obviously.
Pork
Okay.
belly,
How do you-
kimchi.
Kimchi.
How do
Okay.
you prepare your pork belly?
I sous vide it every day. I take the time. I fucking like do the vacuum seal, give it 4 hours.
You must be really good at making pork belly.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Like, I want to try your pork belly now. Shit.
You have a sous vide machine?
Yeah,
That's
it's
sick.
just a bucket and the
What's the longest you've done? Because I just did a 48-hour this weekend.
for fasting.
From Sunday 9 p.m. to Tuesday 9
And then
p.m.
how did you break it? What did you eat?
With beef broth. Yeah. And then, like, I drank beef broth. 30 minutes later, I made a lean steak. Like a 4-ounce lean steak. I went to sleep. So I was in keto till the next day. And I didn't eat till 3 p.m. next day. And then I broke it again with beef broth. And then I went and got some like noodles and all kinds of other stuff, and it was fine.
You know what's crazy? I'm hearing all of this and I'm like, I think I've been fasting my whole life. But well, not anymore, not like in the last like 2 years or whatever, I eat normal now. But my whole life though, I would not eat. Like I'll eat one meal in like 48 hours sometimes.
Wow.
Or less than that.
You don't even snack in between?
No, like nothing. I would just
Shit.
You weren't dying, right?
No, but that's the thing. Like I was feeling like shit. I was hangry. I was
The sugar.
Cause yeah, I wasn't
Oh, you were having
careful with
sugar.
what I was putting back into my body. Cause I wasn't doing this on purpose. I just didn't like eating. Period. Like it was just the act of eating was not enjoyable for me.
When I first did intermittent fasting, I actually got hypoglycemia because I didn't do it right. And
What's
then
hypoglycemia?
it's like what do you call it?
Low blood sugar? Do you feel like tired and
You
fatigued?
get like an anxiety attack from no eating. I forgot. Yeah, it feels like that though. It feels like your body's stressed the fuck out, like you're running away from an animal, and it's like an adrenaline rush, and then you feel like really weird. Yeah. But anyways, I got scared to do it again, and then I tried it again. But this time, I found out that like what you're supposed to do is cut out caffeine and sugar before you go on to intermittent fasting. So I went paleo, or most tried it, and then I did a 16-hour from 9 p.m. to 1 p.m. I wouldn't eat, pushed it to 3 p.m. And then I said, all right, here we go. I'm not gonna eat tomorrow. 40th hour was freaking hard for me.
Yeah, I think though when you give yourself a time, though, I think it takes you in a mentality of actually like this will be over soon. You will eat soon or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm hearing. The common through line for this, for you anyway, is that you have like this mental, like discipline through this almost. Like doing this has given you this energy and this mental discipline above all things. I think.
I had to fall out of love with food for one, and so
That's
just
tough.
look at it as energy.
Impossible.
Wow.
I got Stockholm syndrome with food.
I have the ability to eat the same shit every day.
Like, I don't know what that feels like.
So I eat pork belly and kimchi every fucking day for every meal.
What the fuck?
That pairs well,
With
really, really
seaweed.
well.
Every single meal, every day. You don't even change it up with eggs or cheese or like.
Something with obviously cheese snacks, pork skin.
So you're always in ketosis? You don't really? No vegetables, nothing?
Yeah. Well, I'll have vegetables like dark leafy greens, but
No like potatoes and
no potatoes,
Oh, wow.
to starch all this.
Like before COVID, what would you do when you wanted to go out with friends and go eat?
I'd go out and watch my friends eat, and I
You're
joined the
that
conversation.
Man, you got a lot of discipline, dude.
I had to.
You stopped though. Like Can was over eating chicken, and I was on my fast. It was day 2, and I was just watching them, and then you just get over it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You don't
don't
have
crave.
a desire,
Yeah, you stop craving.
especially if you have the thought like you're not going to die, like you will eat again soon.
But the cool thing is this unexplainable calm, clarity. Like the first day I couldn't think, I was like kind of groggy. And then the next day I woke up at like 6 in the morning with hella energy. And I was like, what the fuck?
So I believe that is when you're getting into ketosis, and also like as when you're fasting, I guess 12 hours into fasting, and that's called an anaerobic fast. But 16 hours into fasting, that's called like a ketogenic fast. That in 16 hours you'll burn all your glycogen stores, which is equal to 1 hour of high intensity.
Are you using strips? Because that's what I did to figure out if I was on ketosis or not.
I
Strips?
used to.
What kind
Yeah,
of?
like pee on it to see if you have
Pee on it?
ketones in your pee.
Through the pee, they can tell if you're burning the fat or sugar.
Science.
When I started, it works, right? Because my body was producing a shit ton of ketones. But over like maybe 90 days, when I was doing it past 3 months, pee strips don't work anymore because your body will.
You fasted for 3 months?
Well, this diet and fasting life.
Oh, you mean intermittent fasting?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your body will regulate the amount of ketones it needs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
pee strips work because your body's just peeing out the rest of the ketones you don't need that you
Yeah.
produced, right? And then over time it'll just regulate as much ketones as you need. So what's happening when you're feeling that enlightenment? Autophagy is happening as well because you're not actually eating anything. So your body starts going towards your body fat, but your cells, your healthy cells, will start recycling and cannibalizing your weak cells,
That's
and
what I
your
was trying to
immune
achieve.
system goes up. And not only
Are you
that-
COVID proof?
I don't know, but I haven't had anything that. Let's see. The next part was that HGH, your natural HGH levels rise. So if you do a 3-day fast, you will like produce 350% the normal amount of HGH. If you fast for 7 days, it'll go up 1,250%. Yeah, so apparently bodybuilders are now going into fasting because autophagy also prevents muscle. What's it called? When your muscle shrink? Atrophy, yeah.
Wait, so then the key thing here for this to work is the whole like eliminating sugar part?
Eliminating sugar and making sure that you're hitting 16 hours a day. And no, I'm not out there fasting 3 days every week. I don't do that.
I hit ketosis around 20. I kept experimenting for about 2 weeks, and for me, ketosis hits around 20th hour.
Well, I've been doing this diet for like 3 years now, so I think I can hit ketosis like a general good amount of good amount of ketones within 3 days. So like I said, the pee strips don't work, but I get this thing called keto rash on my chest. So when I start seeing like these red bumps, that's how I know I'm in ketosis.
Wow.
So it happens in 2% of people on this earth, most of them being Asian women, and then I also get it too.
Asian women and Ed.
Very quickly, did you have any setbacks through all this stuff?
Oh yeah, obviously the sugar withdrawals, like the irritability, all these things. I would suggest like you have to talk to your doctor first before. Like don't turn it into an eating disorder, guys.
But you know, all the things that I've read though is that people recommend getting rid of the addiction of caffeine and sugar first. Get that out of the way before you do it, because you're gonna have a hell of a harder time just going cold turkey into the fast. And I took that and I cut it for at least 2 weeks, and I had a great time. Like it was an adventure. I had a great relationship. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
So then for you were talking to your doctor through this whole thing?
No. I just did my thing by Googling shit and making sure this was reputable sources, that this science was real and this was coming out of
And the guy who discovered autophagy, he won a Nobel Peace Prize for it, right?
And look at what it's done for
Yeah,
me.
so like, it's not like crock-pot kind of science shit. It's legit.
This is your body doing amazing things for you.
Yeah.
Well, crock pots are pretty valuable.
I like them.
I use them
I
often.
use crock pots to render my fat, and then I save my pork fat.
You have lard out the
But
way.
he thinks that's all bullshit.